Welcome to Wells Brothers. This is the Black Panther spoiler review. So let's get it going. Um, so, Black Panther, T'Challa. This movie opens up with a quick, kind of a quick explanation of Wakanda, of how it gained all its technology and resources. So, basically, a meteor of vibranium, bam, hits their country, and yeah, that's the lifeblood of their country now. They protect it, they forge weapons out of it, and probably most importantly, their technology is advanced, super advanced from the rest of the world because of this precious metal. So that's kind of the opening of this movie, and it kind of calls back to Civil War and recaps and lets you know what happened there. For King T'Chaka getting blown up in that explosion, and Black T'Challa taking up the mantle of Black Panther and also King of Wakanda. So here we go. You know, he's getting back from all the Civil War business, and he's getting back home, and it's time for his coronation, for him to become king. So it starts off with this amazing ceremony of him, you know, opening up any challenges to any of the other tribes in Wakanda. So they're able to, any royal family is able to challenge him for the title of Black Panther and of King of Wakanda. So that's pretty, you know, very, very interesting and very unique, and was beautiful to see on screen. Way to start the movie. And it never looked back from here. So yeah, here's T'Challa being stripped of his Black Panther powers, and he's gonna fight one-on-one in combat with any challengers that come across, dare challenge him for the title. So he does get a challenger. I believe his name was M'Baku, one of the tribes that are kind of on the outskirts of the of all of Wakanda. This is the only tribe that's kind of up in the mountains away from everyone. And so M'Baku comes and he challenges him, and he's, you know, he believes he can be a better king, and he believes that he's better for Wakanda. So they clash, and great battle here. You know, this had me on the edge of my seat. This battle, M'Baku gets the upper hand on him, and he starts, you know, that swag comes out, and he starts talking mess to him. You know, and he's like, you know, you have no powers, you have no claws, no suit. He's like, this is the king, this is your king. And he's like, nah, I'm a better man than him. And so T'Challa's, you know, just about done, and his mother, the queen, you know, shouts out to him and like, show him who you are. And here he comes back to best M'Baku in this combat. And I thought that was so awesome and amazing to see that his mom, you know, just calls to him and is like, hey, you know, show this dude who you are. Show him who we are. And that's what's up, because T'Challa, he does, you know. And so he does get crowned king, and it's quite an amazing start to this movie. Like, that was so beautiful to see on screen, and it had me tearing up within the first half hour of the movie. It was amazing. Once they hit Wakanda, the culture you see, the African culture, the tribes, you know, the music, the score is just beautifully done. Just wow. There's so much I could say about it. So let's go on, and from there on, it's established, you know, that he's royalty. He's had this mantle for a while, Black Panther, and now he has the title king. He's got bodyguards, you know, they're women, and they're strong, fierce warriors, you know, strong, fierce protectors of Wakanda. And they go with him on missions. Excuse me. They go with him on missions, and they have this one mission to go track down Ulysses Claw. And you'll remember him from the movie Age of Ultron. You'll remember him. He was selling the vibranium to Ultron. So yeah, here he is again, you know, trying to get more vibranium and steal it and sell it. And so King T'Chaka has had run-ins with him, and there's been like a 30-year history with them trying to catch this guy, and so it's important for T'Challa to try and to go after him and put this business to rest. And so they do go after him, but Ulysses Claw slips through their fingers because of Killmonger interferes, I believe. And so Ulysses Claw, let's talk about him real quick. He was a quite unique character because he's very quirky. It's played by the dude from Lord of the Rings. He played Gollum, Andrew something. I can't quite recall his name, but man, he was really interesting to see on screen here. I would love to see him in some other movies as a villain because he did his thing. And so he kind of slips through their fingers, and it's because of Killmonger. They actually catch him, and Killmonger comes and breaks him out. You guys see that in the trailer where he breaks him out of the holding cell. And so in the process of that, there's a CIA agent that gets injured. He gets wounded and shot. And so they have to take him back to Wakanda to treat him because there's no way they can do it. The wound is like in his spine. So they got to take him now. So he's like one of the first outsiders to go to Wakanda and get treated, and this is a big deal because no one's supposed to be, it's no outsiders allowed. So while they're doing that, Killmonger is betraying Ulysses Claw, which I didn't see that coming. He betrays him and kills him and delivers him up, and he goes straight to Wakanda and delivers him, and is like, here, I did what T'Challa couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? He's like, here, boom, throwing it in his face, like, I'm here. This is his presence. I'm here. Like that. What a way to announce yourself. I did what your king couldn't do, and now I'm gonna try and take his mantle. So I'm kind of moving too fast a little bit, and I forgot about the part where it's very important in the beginning. Also, that T'Chaka's brother, they sent him to America as a spy. He's kind of checking out America and stuff, and he's got his own agenda where he's actually trying to get vibranium weapons to Americans, and into America, and he's trying to bridge the gap from Wakanda to America and try to he's working on trying to expose their culture, because he knows that Wakanda could help the rest of the world, but they're very stuck in their traditions, and they honor their ancestors, and they're about Wakanda. They want to make sure Wakanda's good and Wakanda's taken care of, and this is their kingdom, and they're not worried about the rest of the world at this moment. So and also he sends another spy along with him, and this is Zuri, I believe his name is. And he's there unbeknownst to the brother of T'Chaka. He doesn't know this guy's from Wakanda. He doesn't even know he's a spy as well. And the king comes, and he's like checking up on, updating what's going on, how is everything with his brother. And this is the big reveal where his brother finds out that Zuri is from the king. He's from Wakanda, and he thought he was an American, and he feels betrayed. And so you have this confrontation going on. This is important this is very key and important to the whole story. So, what ends up happening is Zuri almost gets killed by this uncle, and the king ends up killing his brother, his own brother. He kills him and saves Zuri, and it's important because this is Killmonger's dad, the uncle that dies. Killmonger's right outside, playing basketball while his dad is getting killed by the king. And so they take off in their ship back to Wakanda, and here comes this little boy running upstairs to his apartment, and he sees his daddy dead with the claw marks in his chest. And he doesn't understand, he knows his daddy's been murdered and slain, and he doesn't know anything about, he knows about Wakanda because of his dad kept documentation and files and information for him, along with a Wakandan necklace of royalty, which is key also because it proves that he's of royal descent, and that he's part of the royal family. So this is kind of where Killmonger gets his whole motivation to do everything he's doing, because, you know, here he is, an American boy raised in America, but he is from Wakanda too. He's part Wakandan. And so he wants to go and challenge T'Chaka for the crown, you know, and for the title of Black Panther, because he wants to bring all the wealth and all the technology from Wakanda. He wants to bring it and use it in outside of Wakanda into the whole world, and liberate everyone that's been oppressed, and, you know, black folk and whoever else has been, you know, they're down and out, and you know, he wants to liberate them and get them into the where Wakanda is, you know. He wants to get them to that level and that status. So yeah, it's an amazing turn of a villain, you know, because you really feel his you really feel what Killmonger's all about, you know, because it hits home, you know. It's this real deal things that are going on now. So it's very relatable, and not just to black people. This is relatable to anyone, you know, how anyone who, you know, you take pride in your heritage, and you want to know where you come from, and, you know, you want to be accepted by this both sides, you know. He's a half-breed, like I'm a half-breed, you know, black and Mexican, you know. It's like you want to be accepted by both sides. And so here he is. He's like, I have this royal family that I'm a part of. And he's like, I'm going to go kick the door down, and I'm going to show them, you know, I belong here. And not only do I belong here, but I'm going to do things different. I'm going to do them my way. I'm going to elevate it. I'm going to come back and save everyone else, you know, what you guys are just keeping it all boxed in, you know, you're keeping it to yourselves. And so, yeah, this is where the movie kicks off. And it's very interesting, the different ideologies of T'Chaka and Killmonger. So let's talk about the Black Panther. T'Chaka, he has been, you know, he's born into royalty. He's bred for this, you know. He's been taught by his father how to be a king and how to be a man and how to lead and how to rule. And so once his father dies, here he comes, and he's already dealing with, you know, running things and how to do them, and how to be a good king, and how to do things the right way. And he's trying to put his people first. And yet the world is moving, and the world is, you know, the world moves on, and you know, he has to figure out, do I keep doing things the same way, or do I, you know, expose us to the outside world, you know? So here's his, and how to go about doing that if he does decide to do it. And so he's kind of doesn't want to, you know, he wants to stick to the traditions and honor his ancestors. And once he finds out about Killmonger, his daddy leaving him as a baby, and you know, he doesn't agree with that, you know. He feels like, how could you leave this little boy behind? You know, he's family, you know. How could you leave him behind? You're saying you want to protect Wakanda, but in a way you're hurting Wakanda by doing this act, you know. You're leaving him, and you killed your brother. Like, he feels he could have did it another way. And I kind of felt him there, you know. I echoed that. I felt him there, like, you're going to kill your brother to save Wakanda and protect it, and leave his son behind. Like, that's a pretty cold thing to do. And, you know, he said, the king, you know, feels like he's justified, but hey, you know, this is where the ideologies clash, like I mentioned. And it's pretty unique, because T'Chaka gets to see his dad through this little ceremony of, once he finishes that trial by combat, he gets kind of buried, and, you know, he gets the Black Panther powers restored to him, and he's transported to like this astral plane, you know, where he can talk to his father. And he kind of asks him, you know, to teach me how to be a king and how to be a man and everything. And excuse me. And so, yeah, you know, here he comes face to face with Killmonger. After Killmonger delivers Ulysses Claw's dead body, he kills him, and he delivers him up. And he's like, here, you know, y'all been looking for this dude. I brought him to you. So he challenges T'Chaka again to trial by combat. And so they're fighting head to head, you know. He gets his power stripped again, and it's one-on-one, and it's an equal playing field. And so it does, T'Chaka doesn't want to kill Killmonger. It seems like he has the skill to do it. They're both very skilled, and it's an amazing battle again. But there's several times where he cuts Killmonger, And I'm pretty sure he could have delivered a death blow each time. But he doesn't, he's just kind of letting him know, look, bam, cut him. He cuts him a couple times and like trying to, show him like, hey, let's just back up. Killmonger's of a different mindset. He's coming full speed ahead. And so T'Chaka kind of, he's kind of on his back, and Killmonger's ready to give the death blow, and Zuri interferes. And Zuri's like, no, I'm the one who you should be killing. I'm the one who betrayed your father. And so Killmonger, bam, stabs him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I'm going to kill you both. And he's so one-minded, he's so focused on his goal, that he just goes right through Zuri, and T'Chaka feels it, man. He's sitting there in anguish, over his friend and his mentor. And so he defeats T'Chaka in that combat and chucks him over the waterfall and becomes Black Panther, becomes king. And so this is a big turn for the movie, and it's like, here goes Killmonger. He has all the resources now, and he's ready to deploy all their weapons off country and expose Wakanda to the world as a leader. Like, we're gonna start taking over. He's gonna surprise attack everyone. He's getting to put Wakandas in different parts of the world and just spring with the weapons and attack and eliminate threats to Wakanda. So he's going about on his mission, and all the while you have, again, I mentioned the guards, the women that protect Wakanda and protect T'Challa and go on missions with them. Michonne from Walking Dead, I'm trying to remember her name in there. I think it's Nkoye, I believe it is. She is their best warrior, beautiful woman, fierce warrior, and she, she serves the throne. So she's put in a dilemma of, do I try to overthrow this king, or do I, stick to the tradition and serve this king? And so that's her mindset, and she wants to serve. She's like, I always serve the throne, no matter what. He defeated T'Chaka in combat, so it's, it's legit. So she's there, on her mindset of, I'm going to serve. And then you have T'Chaka's ex, Nakia, I believe it was. And Nakia is a spy, She's a spy who's lived, she's been outside of Wakanda. She's seen how the world is, and she wants to help out, She's kind of like torn between helping the world and helping Wakanda. She wants to do both. And she's of the mindset of, okay, we have all these resources too. She's kind of on the mindset of Killmonger, but not to his lethal, anger towards everyone. She's more even keeled and level-headed, and she's just like, let's just use what we have to help others, and she's trying to convince T'Chaka of that. So once T'Chaka loses, she grabs the queen and grabs Ziri, the princess, T'Chaka's sister, grabs them and puts them in hiding, and she grabs this herb that gives the Black Panther his power. She grabs it because Killmonger burns everything. He burns the rest of them. He's like, I don't want any more Black Panthers. I'm the Black Panther. He's doing away with all their traditions, and he's moving forward like, nope, I don't want anything, coming back on me. I'm eliminating all that, and we going forward. And he makes it known right away when one of the servants is like, he tells her, burn it all, and she's like, but this is what we do. This is our tradition to we need this for any other new Black Panthers. And he grabs her by the neck, like, look, when I tell you to do something, you do it. And man, I mean, you see, he means business, man. This dude don't play. He has no tolerance for anything. He's military background, and he's done, assassinations and kills, and he's very skilled as a warrior. So you feel the tension, for everyone involved. It's like, wow, man, here you go. Now you got this new king that ain't about all this tradition things. So yeah, so Ziri is the one that brings, she's like super smart. I think she's one of the smartest in the Marvel universe, if I'm not mistaken. And she's young, she's like a teenager, and she's the one who makes all of Black Panther's weapons. She creates his suits. She advances the technology with the vibranium, and all of Wakanda. Very important to the story is Zuri, and man, she's got that wit. She's very witty, but loyal and loves her brother, you know. And so there they go off into to try and find M'Baku, the guy from the beginning that challenged T'Chaka. And so they want to give him that last herb to try to overthrow Killmonger. And so it's revealed that Black Panther is not dead. M'Baku actually has him buried in some snow to try and keep him alive. And so they were able to give him that herb and restore his powers. And they create this plan to go overthrow Killmonger. And so Black Panther is still alive, so that challenge that they first did is still active, you know. So they go over there and he's like, bam, you know, I'm still here. What? Like this fight ain't over, you know. So again, Killmonger, he's like, nah, I ain't having that. I'm king. I ain't doing that challenge stuff no more. That's over with. You know, this is big because here you have this Wakandan kingdom behind you and they're trying to follow you, but you haven't, you know, you're trying to do away with all their tradition and all their you know, honoring what they've done and the way they've lived. You're just trying to do away with all that. And so Nkoye, she's like, nah, you know, I can't follow this king, you know. He what does he stand for? She feels like he's the evil, you know. So she turns on him with all of her royal guards, and they have this big battle that ensues, you know. So here comes T'Chaka coming in to spearhead this battle, and it's really interesting, you know. Like the way they fight is beautiful, beautifully choreographed, with passion and you know, just Wakanda forever, you know. You feel it, and they shout that, and it's like, man, you know, I feel that, dude. That's what's up. So this big battle goes down, and Killmonger, man, he dang, this dude is just menacing. Man, I don't know what to say, man. He's just Michael B. Jordan, dude. You did your thing in this, man. I gotta say, like, top MCU villain for me that I've seen on screen. Very well acted out, very well done. And so here they go, where Black Panther and Killmonger got to go head to head one more time to decide who is King of Wakanda and who is the Black Panther. And T'Chaka finally defeats him. And Killmonger's like, you know, he's like, I've always wanted to see the beauty of Wakanda. And, you know, here in his dying wish, T'Chaka takes him up on the mountain. And he's able to see it, what his dad's been talking about, you know, and since he was a little boy. And it's just a beautiful scene to see, you know, like the respect level of, even through their disagreement in their battle, you know. T'Chaka's like, maybe we can save you, you know, we got the technology and everything here, we can save you. But Killmonger's like, nah, I'm not having that, you know. He's like, I'd rather be in dead than in bondage. And so he gets his mantle back and he's king again, and he's gonna expose the world to the Wakandan culture now, you know. I mean, it's kind of like honoring Killmonger in a way, you know. Like, he's like, nah, he's right, you know. When T'Chaka gets his powers back before this battle, he sees his father again, and he asks him, you know, why'd you kill that boy, you know? Why'd you leave that boy behind, you know? And he tells him, you know, I did it for Wakanda. And T'Chaka's like, you were wrong. You were wrong to do that, you know? And he's like, I'm not following these ways, you know? I'm going to make my own path, you know? And so he has to defy what his ancestors have done and their tradition. And he's like, no, we got to change, you know? We got to change and move forward and use the resources we have to help the world, you know, help everyone else. We have all this. Why keep it to ourselves, you know? We have this beautiful culture and all these technological advances that we can help everyone with. And so he does that, you know. He goes in front of the, you know, United Nations, and he's like, look, you know, we're going to help you guys. You know, we're coming out of the shadows, and we need to be one tribe, you know. Like, we need to love each other and respect each other. And they're going to bring that strong culture and their values and show and share it with the world. Beautiful to see. I'm missing a lot in here. Not a lot, but I mean, kind of got to speed through this and wrap this up because I want to give some final thoughts. The way they take away T'Challa's powers in the beginning, it really set the tone for this movie, because here you have this this strong superhero character, and you know, you strip him of everything he has, and he's just a man, you know, a man versus another man, for something very prestigious, a title, a throne, you know. And that set the tone for me for this whole movie. In the first 10 minutes, I was like, wow, how beautiful, man. Like the way they put the importance on these moments, the weight was there, the stakes were there right off the bat. And it was a it was a nonstop ride after that of emotions. It wasn't just action, it was an emotional roller coaster that kept you engaged and you know, and just loving every minute of it. You know, I am like just in awe of the way they did this movie. This is a very well written, very well acted, very well directed. Shout outs to Ryan Coogler. Shout outs to Chadwick. Shout outs to Michael B. Jordan. Shout outs to the whole cast, you know. Excuse me. They did an amazing job. Amazing. They put the time, the effort in. You saw passion behind these characters. You felt what they were going through, you know, not just T'Challa, not just Michael B., not just Killmonger, you know. You felt everyone had their moment, their important role, and it worked so well, so beautiful, man. It clicked, and it made for a masterpiece. Yeah, so, dude, I could talk all day about this movie. It's so amazing. I highly encourage you guys to go watch it. And it's not just a black film. I feel it's more than that. It tackles real world issues going on now. It shows very family values. It shows culture. You know what I'm saying? African culture. It's got so many layers to it. You know, man. I haven't seen a movie like this in a long, long time. You know, I haven't left the theater feeling this way in a long, long time. So amazingly done. Bravo, man. Congrats to all who were involved. Such a treat and a joy to watch. And so I leave you with these final thoughts, guys. You know, where do we go from here? Like, I'm already ready for Black Panther 2. I really am. I'm like, let's go, man. I would love to see what they do next, man. Like, because this was so well done. I hope they can hit another gear and surpass this one. You know, that would be so awesome and amazing to see. So, wow, man, thank you for watching this spoiler review. I've been John here. You've been chilling with me, hanging with me. Thank you so much. Please comment below, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell if you want to get notified from any content we come out with after this. So, thank you so much, everyone. Please go see this movie. It is you can't miss it, man. It's a must see. So, thank you guys. Peace.